Nebraska. NCN Sports is presented by Teammates. Join the team. Be a mentor. Go to teammates.org today. Medica. With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose. Find out more at libertyfirstcu.com. And by Faith Regional Health Services. When you need exemplary care, have faith.
Well, it is always a blast when North Bend Central and Pender meet up on the hardwood. Two of the state's most recent powerhouses, multiple state championships on the floor, multiple state championship winning head coaches. This is going to be fun. It's the Tigers and the Pendragons to kick off our night on News Channel Nebraska. Kaylin, Devin, Lucy for joining you today. Lou, let's just open up this matchup. Two teams with that are at 4 wins, 4-0 for Pender, 4-1 for North Bend Central. These two are almost rivals now. They're both in the East Husker Conference. What does a matchup like this do to start both teams early in the season?
Well, you kind of figure out where you're at when you play each other, because these are both excellent basketball teams. You mentioned that about the programs. These are blue bloods with so many state championships. So when you play each other, you find out where you're at, you find out where your strengths are, and maybe some things that you need to work on. But you definitely, that's a measuring stick sort of game this one is early in the season.
It's a North Bend Central team that won 4 state championships in a row. They've made it to 7 straight state tournaments in a row. On the other hand, for Pender, a team that is currently on their run of 3 state championships, North Bend Central has lost to the most recent state champion 2 years in a row when it comes to getting down to Lincoln. So both are continuing their incredible, successful prowess when they get to play each other now. But lately, it's been the Pendragons winning this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, the Pendragons right now are on a roll. They've had a great program, a great run here, and they still have some really good players. One thing with the Pendragons is they will pressure you and they will turn you over, but what they've done really well so far early in this year is take care of the basketball. So they force you into turnovers. They don't make a lot of mistakes. That's a difficult team to beat when you're playing at that sort of a game. You make other teams speed up, but yet you control the tempo on the offensive side of the ball.
Someone to watch out for tonight for Pender, Hadley Walsh. She is the lead star for the Pendragons this year through many players that have been turned over. Hadley is the leading scorer from last year, and she returns this year.
5'11", she averages 17 points a game and 7 rebounds. She's at 5'11", she can play inside, but she can step out and make shots outside as well. A very difficult matchup, I think, for anybody. And she's also one of those players that can contribute on the defensive end, stealing the basketball, making block shots. A complete player, really, for Pender.
On the other end, for North Bend Central, it's Lauren Sturrup, who has been increasingly getting better and better as her high school career has moved on. It helps when your dad's the head coach.
Yeah, you're right. We saw her here as a sophomore 2 years ago. Thought she looked like a pretty good player. She's turning into a great player right now. 19 points a game. Her offense is going to be really important against that Pender defense, and her ability also to handle the basketball and kind of lead this team when adversity hits, because it's going to hit when you play Pender. Can they maintain that home court? I think Lauren Sturrup will be a big reason why if they can.
It's an East Husker Conference rivalry. North Bend Central and Pender coming up next on News Channel Nebraska.
Pre-game show is brought to you by Custom Sports. Look great for every game with custom team or business apparel from Custom Sports. Check them out at CustomSportsCo.com.
For people who struggle with day-to-day activities, an occupational therapist can help them get back to normal. Let's speak with an occupational therapist from Faith Regional. I'm joined now by Ann Zimmerman, an occupational therapist with Faith Regional Health Services. And I think we start at the beginning. What is an occupational therapist?
You bet. An occupational therapist is essentially somebody who works with anybody who's had any sort of illness, surgery, hospitalization, and they really need to regain those skills that they need to be able to go back home again, safely live on their own or with family.
What are some of the themes that work across the board that people are trying to improve on?
For occupational therapists, we're really focused in on those everyday tasks that people do. So if you think about it, after somebody has a surgery or is in the hospital for a period of time, they need to learn how to get dressed on their own again, shower on their own again, cook, clean, laundry, even if they're caring for a child, anything like that. So it's all those tasks that we're really working on them being able to do, again, to improve their quality of life and to achieve those goals.
Now, mentally, how do they handle these situations, things they've been able to do forever but all of a sudden can't? That has to be hard.
We really try to focus also on that, the emotional, psychological aspect of it, and really give them a lot of good feedback as they're coming along, and really involve them in goal setting too. What are the things that you want to be able to do to go home and live independently again, and really honing in and focusing on that. Also, a big piece of that is education, letting them know that this is why we're doing this certain activities. It's really explaining to the patient why we're doing certain tasks so that they can relate those to their goals.
What do your patients tell you when they're able to achieve goals? What's that like for them?
It's pretty amazing for them to be able to return back home and be able to be within that environment that they feel most comfortable. So it's extremely gratifying. I love what I do. I'm very gifted and blessed to be able to help these individuals return back to living on their own and being able to it's a quality of life thing for them, just to be able to do those things that they want to do on a daily basis.
Ann, thank you so much for joining us today.
You bet. Thank you so much for having me.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The yellow jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people that we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
Ashoff Construction of Osmond does it all when it comes to general contracting. From agricultural storage buildings to commercial office buildings, retail warehouses to concrete contracting. The AGI Sentinel buildings help safeguard crops and valuable assets, and Ashoff's professional builders handle the job from the design through the completion of the build. For a free estimate, contact Bill and Bryce, Scott Pullman, or Brandon Ruki. Call 402-748-3551 today. Visit AshoffConstruction.com for more information.
It's always a packed house with these two teams, North Bend Central and Pender. Thanks so much for joining us on News Channel Nebraska tonight, this Thursday evening. It is windy and cold, but we're warm inside and ready for a fun night of some high school hoops. Kaylin Devin, Lou Siefker with you today as we take a look at our school spotlight. Take a look here at Pender. The Penn Dragons, part of the East Husker Conference, 99 students in the school. What is a Penn Dragon again, Lou?
You might want to check that out. That's been documented. I can't go over that again.
Oh, it's a state championship winning basketball team.
Too.
I think that's what it is. Let's take a look at North Bend Central, see where the Tigers are at, of course, right here in North Bend, Nebraska. A championship prowess of their own. The Tigers, part of the East Husker Conference. These two teams know each other well. It's always a fun matchup with these two on the floor. We'll get ready for this matchup in just a moment. We'll have the national anthem before we get to our starting lineups. It's all coming up next right here on News Channel Nebraska.
Pre-game show is brought to you by Custom Sports. Look great for every game with custom team or business apparel from Custom Sports. Check them out at CustomSportsCode.com.
Starters brought to you by Medica. With the Medica Health Plan, you're not just covered, you are cared for. Take a look here at the Pender Penn Dragons. You got Hadley Walsh, Madeline Dolliver, Macy Dolliver, Kaylee Schrader, and Myra Hansen. What's something to take a look at, Lou, is number 4, Macy Dolliver. She replaces another really good number 4 by the name of Maya Dolliver.
Yeah. Well, that just shows you where the program is. First of all, if you have Dollivers on your team, you're going to be good. But you replace a player like Maya, and there's no drop-off at all.
For North Bend Central, take a look at the 5 starters on the floor. We mentioned Lauren Stirrup in the pregame, but also Mia Beebe is having a great year. The 5'8 sophomore in 4 games, she's averaging 10 points per game, along with 3 rebounds per game, and someone to be a big player on the boards today. Reese Peterson, 7.5 points per game, 7 rebounds per game. We'll talk about these teams in a moment. Getting ready for tip-off on NCN next.
I spend with purpose because I bank with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union. With my Liberty Plus checking account, I can earn extra cash just for spending on everyday things, like groceries, online or in-store purchases, and lunch. At Liberty First, anyone can join, so start earning money to spend on the things you love. Start banking with purpose. Start banking with Liberty First Credit Union.
Women have a 1 in 8 chance for developing breast cancer. Early detection makes a difference. Beatrice Community Hospital's Imaging Center can help with the latest technology, from screening with 3D mammography, breast MRI, breast ultrasound, and breast biopsy. All services conveniently located in the BCH's Imaging Center. Schedule your screening today. Incredible care, incredibly close.
Pender 4-0 on the season. North Bend Central 4-1. The last time these two met, it was a Pendragon victory, taking on the Tigers in a tight 47-42 contest. Since 2006, the Tigers leads the series 11-10, but Pendragons have won the last 4 with North Bend Central. It's always a fun one. Again, we've mentioned that multiple times, Lou. That's just how it is. A jumper from the baseline falls for Madeline Dolliver. First points of the day, and it is Pender in front.
So they can play in the half court as well as the full court.
Dribble drive, Lauren Stirrup turning around, looking for the kick out. Early ball movement to the corner 3, off back iron. No good off the miss by Carnats. 5'7" freshman in there for the Tigers. We talked about Madeline Dolliver. We really haven't talked about her a whole lot. She's one of the best shooters in the state. An incredible threat from distance. Left wing three-pointer, that's long. Offensive rebound collected by Macy Dolliver, freshman, wearing her older sister Maya's number. Gets the floater to drop.
Well, one thing NBC can't do tonight is allow second chance opportunities to Pender. That rebound by Macy Dolliver leads to another quick bucket.
3 is no good by Stirrup. It was a long one, and here comes Hadley Walsh firing a pass across the floor, and tipped and taken away. Reese Peterson with the steal, and the Tigers down the floor. Kick to the corner, a long 2-point jumper is good. It's Mia Beebe.
Beebe had her feet on the line there, so that was a long 2-pointer, but you'll take it, get off the schneid here early in the game. Don't want Pender to go on a long run here early.
Maya Dolliver graduated a year ago as the team's second best scorer and rebounder. Left for the University of Sioux Falls, and you know who's going to be joining her next year? Her sister Madeline. Turn around and a tough shot. Hadley Walsh reaches up and over for the bucket.
Good body control by Walsh that time. So you're telling me that Sioux Falls is going to have a pretty good basketball team is what you're saying.
That's what it sounds like. 6-2 with Pender in front by 4. Drive from Carnats. Bounce pass to the near side. 5:28 to go first quarter. 3 on the shot clock. No whistle and a takeaway for the Pendragons. Dolliver down the floor, kicks to the corner, good ball movement before Myra Hansen gets swallowed up. And then it's Hadley Walsh with the drive and the lay-in.
Yeah, Walsh split 2 defenders that time. You got to stay in front of her. That's too easy. You can't give up the easy buckets to Pender.
Well, since we're talking about college athletes, might as well throw in Hadley Walsh's name in the hat as this three-pointer is off the mark, and Walsh collects the board. She's headed to Fort Hays State for college basketball. What a talented roster. Three-pointer, good! Buried by Myra Hansen.
Well, you see what Pender can do. They can attack you off the dribble. They get into the paint, or they post up on that three-point line and knock down three-pointers. Very difficult team to guard. So many things that they do well.
McCrae Schmidt with a big drive and turnaround going to the free throw line for a pair. And head coach Aaron Stirrup, he knew this was going to be a tough matchup because it always is for this North Bend Central team, no matter how good they are, no matter how good Pender is. It's always tough when they get together. One of the things that Coach Stirrup was saying is this team has a lot of good players. They've got to be very disciplined, do the little things right, or they can expose you quickly.
Yeah, you have to bring your A game when you're playing Pender, no question about it.
Both free throws for Schmidt are good. 11-4, 4:33 to go first quarter. Macy Dolliver running the floor, dishes it off to Briley Mosser. Three-pointer, it's a long one, no good from Walsh. Rebound collected by Schmidt. And here comes Beebe, takes it down to the cup, lost it. And we have a timeout called by Aaron Stirrup. 4:12 to go in the first half. And a good job by Coach Stirrup getting this timeout and keeping possession.
Yep. Quick timeout there. Get the 30-second timeout. Keep the possession. You're right. 11-4. They need you need to keep that possession. You don't want to give it right back to Pender.
First quarter brought to you by Yankton Medical Clinic. Norfolk, they're building a legacy, one patient at a time, one generation at a time. From family practice to expert specialists, they're here for you today and every day at Yankton Medical Clinic. Kaylin Devin, Lou Siefker joining you today with an 11-4 Pender lead. Pendragons doing a nice job spreading the ball around. Hadley Walsh has got 4 points. Both Dollivers have a bucket, and then Hansen's got that three-point shot.
It's probably the one thing that stands out more than anything about Pender is how many ways they can beat you. We just talked about their ability to beat you inside, take you off the dribble, shoot threes. But it's not just one or two guys, or ladies, I should say, that do that. You got players all over the place that can really contribute and do good things.
Schmidt with the drive, left hand, no good. Rebound collected by Pender. It's picked up by Mosser. Dolliver running the floor. Madeline drives high post, kicks to Macy. Macy Dolliver with a head of steam and a lay-in. And that's why this freshman gets good playing time. Sees the lane and hits it hard.
Yeah, sees the lane and explodes right into it. That was a very quick first step.
Tough turnaround, bucket, and a foul. Tough shot for Reese Peterson. We mentioned her in the pregame. Reese Peterson will be someone that North Bend Central needs to rely on today.
Yeah, no question about it. Peterson, a good player. Averages 7.5 points a game, but 7 rebounds as well. And those will come in handy. You'd like to have those tonight as well.
Free throw good for Peterson. A good start from the free throw line for this Tiger team. 3 for 3 so far. Aaron Stirrup's been coaching this team for 25 seasons. How good he's been at the helm. Multiple state championships. Was an assistant during that 2001 state championship team. And won 4 in a row, of course, from 2020 to 2023.
Well, much like the name Dolliver is such a big thing in Pender, name Emmanuel was a big thing in North Bend when they were winning all those championships. There's a block on the kind of the swat trying to block the shot. I think she might have hit her in the face.
I think if you're anybody in Class C1 and you're just thankful that that Emmanuel name is finally out the door. And then for Pender, you're thinking, oh, my goodness, we've got another Dolliver coming through. You had Maya, and then Macy's essentially taking that place of Maya Dolliver, a freshman. She'll have 4 great years a part of this program, led by head coach Jason Dolliver.
Yeah, no coincidence there, right?
Exactly. 15-7, Pender with the early lead. Just over 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter. We've seen lots of scoring, and we expected that today. Both these teams could score, and there's a turnover. Macy Dolliver with the steal and lays it in with the right hand.
You can't throw lazy passes against Pender. They've got to be crisp and sure, because not only will Pender turn you over, they'll score on you. You just saw it there in the run out by Dolliver. Great job getting her hands in the passing lane and taking that one coast to coast.
Flip to the corner and a deep 3, no good by Stirrup. Need to get her involved if you're North Bend Central. That's a tough shot. Missed high off the glass. Hesitation, kick out to the corner. Ali Rutar now inside, ball nearly taken away. Kick to the corner, 3-pointer on the way. Hansen in and out. And we get a foul called against Mosser.
I think you see there why Reese Peterson averages 7 boards a game. That was great block out off that miss. See the inside position. That forces Mosser on her hip, and in order for Mosser to get the basketball, she has to go through Peterson because of Peterson's excellent position.
Couple things to keep your eye on today, Lou. Rebounds is fairly close. Pender averages about 8 more rebounds than North Bend Central, 38-30. One of the big things will be turnovers, though. This North Bend Central team turns the ball over about 15 or 14 times a game, which isn't a lot compared to Pender, who turns it over just 9.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can keep your turnovers, I don't care what level you're at, if you can keep it under 10 a game, that's fantastic. And again, you couple that with their ability to turn you over. There's a drive. I like Carnets there not being afraid to take that ball into the paint and draw the contact.
And get Hadley on Hadley foul there as Hadley Walsh fouls Hadley Carnats, and Carnats knocks down the first free throw. Pender searching for their 4th straight state championship, and their team they're playing knows how to do that very well.
Yeah, and they've moved back up to C2. They've kind of bounced around between D1 and C2. They're at C2 this year. Great pass.
Right hand lay-in is good. Mosser with the bucket. It's a team that won a state championship in C2 to kick things off and have won the last 2 in Class D1. Ball out of bounds, and will stay with the Pendragons. Or rather, the Tigers.
Talked about this being a measuring stick game. There you see the get the hand on the basketball, knock it out of bounds. Pender's already had one of those. They played Oakland Craig, the defending Class C2 champs, and won by 9 in that ball game.
Really good Knights basketball team. Deep 3, no good. North Bend Central not having luck from the perimeter yet. Turnaround drive. Oliver kicks for the wing. 3-pointer short. Rebound falls right into the hands of Rangeloff. Under a minute to play in the opening quarter. 19-9. Left-hand dribble, the drive. Carnats kick out. Wide open 3-pointer. It's buried. Reese Peterson.
That's a great jumper there by Peterson. Those are the shots for North Bend Central to win this game. Those are the shots that have to go in when you're able to penetrate and get an open look from three-point land.
Madeline Dolliver finds Macy for 3. Short. Rebound goes to Stirrup, and a chance for North Bend Central to chip away at this lead, and rather quickly. Can hold for the last shot, and that's what Coach Stirrup is saying. Dished off to Wiener. Back to Stirrup. Baseline drive, good ball movement. Wiener down to 4, tries to go up, doesn't get the foul. And that will end quarter number 1. Competitive as we expected. between the Pendragons and the Tigers. We'll see some more back and forth action between these two high-level programs coming up next on News Channel Nebraska.
When you have the inventory people want and a team that understands what you need, there's one place to go. Big Red Motorsports in O'Neill. Name brand ATVs, side-by-sides, and high-performance machines built for work, made for play. And the service doesn't stop at the sale. Big Red Motorsports delivers, literally. Free delivery with your purchase. It's all here in O'Neill. Big Red Motorsports.
Well, there's a look at some of the hardware that North Bend Central has won over their years. There's a look at their most recent state championship, and how about the three before that, 2022, 2020, 21, and just off screen that 2020 title. And again, for North Bend, what's really interesting about C1 is that you've had either the last 6 years, it's either been North Bend Central or Lincoln Christian who have hoisted the championship trophy.
Yeah, that's very true.
And North Bend has lost to Lincoln Christian in the opening round both years. There's a travel. I think Macy Dolliver kind of just caught her feet on the court.
Yeah.
That was Stirrup, who just had it taken away by Macy Dolliver.
Good defense inside by Walsh to wall off that lane.
Turnovers are surely going to play a factor today, as there's another one poked away and taken by Pender. 3-on-3. Walsh takes it down, kicks out, and Madeline Dolliver's got it. It hasn't had an opportunity to hit from three yet, but we'll keep watching because she is dangerous from distance. And now she'll take that opportunity. Got an offensive foul. There's a moving screen. Coach Dolliver not happy.
You don't see a whole lot of mistakes like that with Pender. Of course, Coach Dolliver arguing his case.
He's going to have to be careful. Top of the circle, Carnats now gets it to Wiener, and we have a travel. So again, flips possession again.
Both teams pretty good to take care of the basketball, but you're playing pretty elite defenses, so you're going to have probably a few more turnovers than you're used to. What do you do with it? That's going to be the key.
Walsh wants a three, no good. Offensive board, what an effort, no good. Off the miss by Schrader. And North Bend Central's got possession. Peterson with control. What a heck of a board by Schrader, not able to finish on the second chance opportunity. Gets around the screen, kicks to the corner. Back into the hands of Beebe, puts it up, no good. Rebound back to Hansen. Pender's been awfully good to start this season. Drive and a whistle as Madeline Dolliver headed to the free throw line. Listen to this. In the first 4 games, they average 66.5 points per game, allowing just 21. That's a point differential of plus 45.5 points in a margin of victory.
Yeah, they have been very dominant. First 2 ball games, the first 2 games, they didn't average. They gave up a total of 14 points in the first 2 games. That's playing some defense.
Free throw shooting has been good so far, and it stays perfect for both teams.
Dolliver so quick. It's tough to stay in front of her, to keep her out of that lane.
NBC 5 for 5 from the line. Pender is 4 for 4. Drive off the slide. Peterson, kick out. Here comes Schmidt. Finds Dunker. Drives in, tries to create space, and travels.
Again, for North Bend Central, you've got to be able to take care of the basketball. Pender's just too adept at making you pay off those turnovers. Now, you're not getting, only seen one run out, but you give up those possessions and you allow Pender more opportunities to score.
Pick and roll to Hadley Walsh, no good. Here comes Cornatz. Hadley Walsh can do just about anything. She's that player that can play high, she can play low. She can run the floor like she's doing now. Dolliver fakes out, makes a big miss, and a free throw, or the shot is good, and free throws coming, or one free throw for Madeline Dolliver. Made Schmidt completely lose her balance.
I just caught her kind of hand check in there on that shot. And now a chance for a three-point play.
Dolliver converts the free throw. She's 3 for 3 today. And under 5 minutes to play in the first half, it is a 12-point lead for the Pendragons. And a pass to nobody. Second quarter today brought to you by Steve Carper and the crew at O Street Carpet.
NBC's turnover starting to mount. 6 already here. Still 4:43 to go in the second quarter.
Low pass to Walsh. Good ball movement. Right wing Dolliver. Macy spins around Schmidt. Finds Madeline. 18 on the shot clock. Plenty of time. Dolliver to the corner to Walsh. She drives baseline. Tries to get around. Steps out of bounds. And it's a turnover.
It's a rare kind of a forced play there by Walsh. See that there's really nothing there along the baseline. Tried to get around Stirrup and ended up stepping out of bounds.
Carnatz finds Beebe. Schmidt kicks out to Carnatz. We get another foul called against the Pendragons. That is on Mosser. Jason Dolliver, 12 seasons a part of this Pendragon team. Said he loves and hates coaching his daughters. It's something that he's done for a long time now, and he's obviously pretty good at it. Schmidt, tough drive, and a whistle. That sends McCray Schmidt to the free throw line. Also the superintendent here in Pender. He's been doing a lot for this program. Free throw is good for Schmidt. Make sure to stay tuned for our halftime highlights today, brought to you by Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Stunning engagement collections, exceptional diamonds, and dazzling gemstones can be found at their Lincoln and Grand Island locations. Both free throws good.
Yeah, I like Schmidt's kind of aggressive mindset. She had a couple possessions ago, had a nice drive into the lane, didn't score. But I think you have to have that, especially when you're playing Pender, who their whole game is aggressiveness.
Good pass by Walsh. It's no good. Offensive rebound. Dolliver, kick out for three. Buried from the wing. That is Ali Rutar with the triple.
Off the Madeline Dolliver offensive rebound. Second chance points are big in games like this.
Step through short. Missed by Beebe. And it will stay with the Tigers. They'll have another opportunity, but these offensive rebounds will play a big part today. Pender averages about 14.5 offensive rebounds per game compared to 10 for North Bend Central. Again, not too far off. It's a Pender team that just likes to fight on the glass.
Yeah, very few weaknesses for Pender, and that's another strength of theirs among many. ability to hit that offensive glass.
Stirrup drive and gets it off the glass to go. First bucket today for Lauren Stirrup, who gets scoring going. She averages nearly 20 points per game. You'd like to see her start to find those shots to fall. Tough turnaround floater with the left. It's no good. Three-pointer straight away. Dolliver no good, and the rebound back to Stirrup.
Yeah, you'd like to see Stirrup maybe at times be a little bit selfish here. Look for that shot like that. It got blocked, though.
Had it blocked. Good defense by Hansen. Walsh looking for the kick. Straight away three. It's no good. And a good rebound by Karnatz, who throws it up the floor to Peterson, and Peterson gets it over the defender, Rutar, and will head to the line for an and one.
I think this NBC team is good enough to do things like that, beat Pender down the floor. That's a great job finishing that play by Reese Peterson.
I think you'll look for Peterson to be a big player today. Someone who plays a lot larger than 5'7".
Yeah.
She's got 8 points today.
If you don't know who Reese Peterson is, she has the bright pink shoes on.
Misses the free throw. It's the first miss of the day. You talked about the shoes that threw her off.
There, Gwen. It's always the broadcaster's fault.
2:20 to go in the first half. Walsh takes it down from the high to the low. Kick out from the wing and a head fake drive. Right-hand floater, it falls for Myra Hansen. She's got 5.
Head fake, got the defense in the air. Here we go, NBC quickly down the floor.
And a big recovery from Hansen. Gets the block on Wiener. Good ball movement. Pender just has eyes all over the floor. Rutar, she'll try another one. It's off back iron. Another offensive rebound for the Pendragons. Walsh tries to finish this time. Long. And it's Wiener with the rebound. 11-point lead for Pender. Step through, partially blocked, and down to the floor goes Beebe.
NBC with only one offensive rebound here in this first half.
Walsh tries another up and under, gets it to go, and a late whistle, but a bucket.
That one should count. Should be an and one. Ball just hung up on the front of that rim and fell through.
So Hadley Walsh heading to the free throw line for a chance to convert. She's already got 8 points today. Hadley Walsh averaging about 17.5 along with just over 7 boards. So no, we're waving.
Saying it was on the floor.
A shot off the floor. And now a foul. That's called against Lauren Stirrup.
Stirrup with the reach. You can see it very well. That's a great job by our camera guy down there.
Ball in. No one was quite ready for it, and it's Hadley Walsh finishing for the bucket anyway.
That's too easy. You can't allow Walsh to catch the ball that close to the bucket right in the middle of the lane and go up unencumbered.
15-point lead. Drive by Rangeloff. Now down to the low post goes Karnatz, and she floats it up and in.
Good job on the left side there. Left-handed dribble along the lane. Karnatz with a nice finish there. Much needed bucket for NBC.
Walsh finding the corner. Gets it over to Hansen. Back to Walsh. 45 on the second quarter clock, and an open three is no good. Rebound right into the hands. Lauren Stirrup driving the floor. Spins, kicks, three-pointer. That is short. No good from Beebe. Offensive board. Karnatz goes up, gets it to go. 6 points for Hadley Karnatz.
Good job to tip that ball back in there.
Back to an 11-point game. Walsh looks like she wants to hold for the last shot. 10 seconds until halftime. Walsh makes a move to the left. Down to the low post. Finding an open shooter. It's Hansen. No good. And that takes us in to the locker rooms. After a fun first half of basketball, it's always been Pender with that slight lead, and they take the 33-22 advantage into the break. An 11-point lead for the Pendragons. We'll come back with our halftime highlights, stats, analysis, and more coming up on News Channel Nebraska.
Nebraska Public Power District was ready to power the state's ag industry growth in the 70s and the ethanol industry in the 2000s. Today, the need for energy is growing at a rapid pace. We are ready. We are expanding our diverse energy generation mix and building on to an already reliable and resilient infrastructure, not only to power today, but to empower Nebraska's tomorrow. Nebraska Public Power District.
In our community, we work hard and stay on the move. But when foot or ankle pain stops you in your tracks, it's time for expert care you can count on. At Faith Regional Foot and Ankle, our team includes 4 dedicated providers who provide care for all ages, because healthy feet and ankles are essential at every stage of life. From everyday issues like bunions or heel pain to the most complex conditions, including total ankle replacements and Charcot-neuroarthropathy, we provide advanced treatments and compassionate care. Our experts are here to help you heal, regain strength, and get back to doing what you love, one confident step at a time. Don't tiptoe around foot health. Step forward with Faith Regional Foot and Ankle.
News Channel Nebraska at the break, 31-22. There's a bit of a question mark on the scoreboard right now, Lou. So we had that one shot at the end of the first half where there was a bucket that was allegedly counted by Hadley Walsh. They kept the points on the board, and then Walsh later scored that possession. But that shot shouldn't have counted. So right now they have 33, but we think it's 31. We need to double check with the officials.
Yeah, the only thing I could think of is the shot counted and the foul was not on the shot. It was on someone else. Or not on the shooter. That's the only thing I can think of. I saw them down there going over the scorebook, but the score still says 33-22, so I'm not real sure. It did appear that it was going to be a 3-point play, therefore the 2 points was put on the board. But then they waved the bucket off and said it was the ball out of bounds, that the points remain. So I'm not sure if the foul was not on the shot, if it was away from the ball, or if they've made a mistake, and it should be 31-22.
Yeah, it's kind of the question that we'll have here today, and see if we can get that answered. But one of the things we want to tell you about is the Yenny Pavilion, thanks to RMV Construction. If you have a construction project that needs built, RMV Construction is the company to call. Tonight, they're featuring the Yenny Park Pavilion in Kearney, a $3.7 million project RMV Construction recently finished. They built this 3,600 square foot event space with features a catering kitchen, wraparound patio, and fire pit area. Every detail shows the care and quality that RMV puts into their work. Whether it's a community space, commercial project, or something totally unique, trust the team that brought the Yenny Pavilion to life. RMV Construction, with offices in Kearney and Lincoln, trusted, local, proven. Take a look at our upcoming broadcast. We've got a fun one tomorrow. Auburn takes on Freeman. That is a really interesting matchup, specifically in the boys' game. Should be a ton of fun. Then you get Saturday, North Platte and Norfolk. On Monday, the Silverhawks and the Discoverers, Lincoln Southwest Columbus. Tuesday, Lincoln North Star, Miller North, and then you also get Lincoln Northeast and Kearney the week from next Tuesday. So you'll have that on the 30th, right before we get to that actually, I believe, should be the 20th, the 9th, that Tuesday. Because, isn't that right? Or am I wrong?
I believe that would be...
New Year's Eve is Thursday.
Thursday.
Because that's the Wayne Holiday Tournament. New Year's Eve should be that Thursday. That's the Wayne Holiday Tournament. We'll figure that out. we don't know our dates, but we do know we have good basketball coming up, and that's what's really important.
That's the main thing, right?
We got some more fun matchups coming up next on a News Channel Nebraska for the upcoming weeks. But Pender with the lead right now on the scoreboard still shows 33-22. Again, we'll get that double checked and into our Sartor Heyman halftime coming up next. It's NCN.
Our halftime show is proudly presented by RMV Construction. Trusted, local, proven. RMV Construction.
A truck that's built to handle the toughest tasks. The GMC Sierra 2500 from Woodhouse Buick GMC. With available turbo diesel power, a reinforced frame, and advanced trailering tech, it's heavy-duty capability without compromise. Take advantage of exclusive offers happening now. Visit us in-store or shop online today. Woodhouse Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
Anything for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more. From little feet to little paws, to updates and overhauls. From soft and cozy to durable and resilient. From something that blends in or something that's different. From DIY to custom install, O Street Carpet can help you with it all. Whatever your needs are for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere self-propelled windrower from Landmark Implement during their early order program. Hay harvest is a race against time. Order a new John Deere self-propelled windrower to harvest your hay quickly and efficiently while promoting quick dry down for high-quality hay. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year. Contact your local Landmark location for full details on a new self-propelled windrower and experience the Landmark difference.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Western Oil. Make your first and last stop to and from the game at your nearest Speedy Mart or good-to-go convenience stores today. And by Heritage at Fountain Point in Norfolk. Living better.
Hey, it's me, one of those students on the waiting list for a Teammates mentor. I've heard Teammates is so fun and awesome. You get to talk, laugh, play games, and hang out with a positive, caring adult once a week at school. Teammates helps students believe in themselves, and 97% of mentees are proud to be a part of it. I'd love to be one of those mentees, but we need more mentors. So if you got an hour a week to be someone a student like me can count on, go to teammates.org today. Join the team. Be a mentor.
Here, in the heart of our communities, we observe the banker in their natural habitat. Watch as they greet customers with genuine smiles and guide them through life's milestones. Observe as they build relationships, supporting small businesses, neighbors, and communities alike. And on occasion, assisting even the most loyal of customers. Rooted in community, they thrive by focusing on what truly matters: trust, relationships, and helping others grow. Elkhorn Valley Bank. There really is a difference.
NCN Sports is brought to you by The Carpet Shop, providing quality residential and commercial floor covering and installation for almost 50 years. Want to know which games we're televising each week? Follow us on X at NCN Sports.
33-22 at the break, an 11-point lead for the Pender Pendragons over the North Bend Central Tigers. Kalen Devin, Lou Siefker here with you today, and let's take a look at our halftime highlights brought to you by Sartor Heyman Jewelers. So a really fun start to this one, but Pender's been in control most of the contest, but a great start for Hadley Walsh, who's got 10 points in that first half.
Yeah, she's a quality player. 10 points to go along with 5 rebounds. So a great start for Walsh and certainly a good start there for the Pendragons as well.
But a good fight we've seen from North Bend Central, although it has been Macy Dolliver, also 6 points in the contest. She had that steal and a bucket, doing a really nice job in her freshman season playing that point guard position, Lou.
Yeah, and that's what Pender does so often is to not just turn you over, but score off turnovers. And we saw that three-point shot. So important for NBC to knock those down when you have those open opportunities. Pender plays really good half-court defense. If you can find open shots, especially from the three-point land, those will be important.
Pender getting good opportunities on the inside. I think the other thing that's really worked for the Pendragons has been the second chance buckets.
Yep.
You saw a three-pointer drop there off an offensive rebound. How about this drive and a bucket? Reese Peterson.
Yeah, Peterson's played very well on that first half. And kind of one of the main scorers there for NBC. You know, the other thing to look at here in the second half, Pender out-rebounded North Bend Central 20-10 in that first half, so a pretty sizable advantage. Tigers have to do a better job on the boards, and especially the 5 offensive rebounds, because that's not a ton of offensive rebounds, but it seemed like every time they got those offensive boards, they scored. So those extra chance opportunities so important for Pender in this ballgame.
Oh, a good move, and Hadley Walsh gets the bucket and heading to the line. What a start for Pender out of the locker room.
Yeah, just a really well-run play. And the half-court, great pass. And Hadley Walsh is such a good finisher in the paint.
And so the ruling that we are getting is that she did have that bucket, and there was a whistle called and possession kept by Pender. So Hadley Walsh right now 13 points and a 36-22 lead. Reese Peterson. Nice dribble moves inside and a whistle called against Macy Dolliver.
I think that will be an area for NBC to continue to explore here. Is they've been able against that defense. Pender kind of throws a bit of a matchup zone and then kind of throws some man at you. And for Peterson, her ability to get into that lane and create havoc inside, get to the free throw line, that will be a way for the Tigers maybe to claw their way back into this ball game.
Second free throw good by Peterson in this heavyweight fight between the Pendragons and the Tigers. One of these mascots is much more common than the other.
Yeah, I'd say there's lots of Pendragons out there, you know.
You didn't even know what it was until you asked the question.
I think I answered that, didn't I?
I still don't think you know what it is.
Sure I do.
Macy Dolliver finds Walsh, top of the circle, 5 on the shot clock. This is Walsh, turnaround, no good. And a good box out board by Arangeloff.
Arangeloff with a good rebound, one and done. That's going to be really big for NBC in the second half.
Karnatz gets to Peterson, nearly lost it. Coach Sterup wanting a foul, didn't get the whistle. Back out, Rangeloff takes it from the high and then stops. Wiener drives, nearly lost it. 10 on the shot clock, floater, Peterson, no good. And a good board collected by Hansen. Hansen drives, takes it down, and no good. Offensive rebound, it's good for Kaylee Schrader.
Yeah, Schrader on that, just on that weak side, off that miss. A couple defenders trying to get the shot blocked, and Schrader picks up that miss and puts it back in.
First points for Schrader today, and Macy Dolliver nearly gets the takeaway. Fighting for that shot, and then a kick out and a whistle called on the floor. Third quarter today, thanks to Husker Rehab, treating the cause of pain, not just the symptoms.
Yeah, Karnatz probably would have been at the free throw line if she had taken that shot. She got fouled, and then as the contact was there, she passed out. It's too bad for NBC she didn't go up with that shot instead of trying to pass the ball.
Gets into the corner, three-pointer, good! A triple for Hadley Karnatz. That's a big shot for NBC.
Yeah, Hadley says, no problem, I'll just knock down a three. No big deal.
It's one of the ways that North Bend Central will really try to stay in this fight. Obviously, perimeter shots, if they fall, are good. You don't want to force it, though. Peterson gets to Schmidt. Good ball movement, finds Peterson. Good ball movement and another pass out. That shot no good. And a foul called against Lauren Sterup. Jump ball. Gives it back to the Pendragons.
think they're going to call that over the back on Stirrup.
Over the back is the foul. I said jump ball, didn't I?
You did. That's because Coach Stirrup had his thumbs up there,
Yeah, I think
asking for a jump ball.
He's just giving 2 thumbs up to the official. What are you talking about? Hadley Walsh, what a move! Sends the defender tumbling and finishes at the rim.
Well, again, you can see what Walsh can do. Off the dribble here, spin move in the lane, takes it up with the left hand. I mean, good luck defending that, right? I mean, you got to get some help. She's a very difficult matchup with her ball handling skills and able to shoot off the spin move with the left hand. That's pretty impressive.
Walsh gets the free throw to go. What a night already for Hadley Walsh. 16 points, and we've got just under 5 to play in the third quarter. Stirrup looking for the drive on the baseline. Shot no good by Beebe. Offensive board and a whistle on the pass out. Peterson gets fouled.
That's great effort. Offensive rebounding is all about effort. And Peterson just out-scrapped their Pender for that offensive rebound and keeps the possession alive here for the Tigers.
It's the second foul against Hadley Walsh. Carnat's deep shot, no good. Offensive board, good rebound by Beebe. Gets trapped and tries to hit it off of the Pendragons, and they kind of get lucky. Walsh went in there to get the ball and just kicked it out of bounds. So here's the idea, and just missed hitting Madeline Dolliver, and then Walsh kicks it out of bounds.
Yeah, it was the right idea, and it ended up working the way you didn't expect it to work. Now we've got a discussion here with the officials and Coach Dolliver. I'm pretty sure they're discussing what to get me for Christmas.
Well, I'm thinking maybe, well, if Walsh kicks it before it goes out of bounds, is it a kickball violation before?
Yeah, that's very, very true.
But either way, it still should be North Bend Central basketball.
You know, I should have given the officials my sizes before the game started if they're going to discuss my present.
That's yeah, right. Well, what size are you anyway?
I think it's going to be NBC ball.
Right, I think it should be, and it is. So Carnats will pass it in, so ultimately calling the floor doesn't change the outcome. Carnats drives, kicks to Schmidt. Carnats to Stirrup. She'll take the three-pointer. Had it partially blocked. Good defense by Madeline Dolliver.
Yeah, get your hand up there. Contest those shots. Good things happen when you're active with your hands.
Yeah, Pender has been in your face today to North Bend Central. Madeline Dolliver wanted the screen. Kick gets it over to Rutar. She'll go up. No good. Stirrup with the rebound. Finding the driving Carnats. Baseline floater falls in. Good night tonight from Hadley Carnats. She's got 9 points.
Yeah, Carnats really looking for her shot here after hitting that three-pointer. She's looking to score the basketball. That's what you need if you're NBC.
Routard, she'll take a deep three and knock it down. Jason Dolliver calls a timeout after the second triple from Allie Routard tonight. 3:23 to go in the third quarter. With shots like this, Pender can't miss. 44-29.
At Nebraska Orthopedic Center, they provide comprehensive orthopedic health care. Their physicians are highly skilled in all areas of orthopedic and sports medicine, including spine surgery, foot and ankle, hand and upper extremities, fracture care, and total joint replacement. Their expertise includes the medical management of injuries through physical and rehabilitative methods or surgical intervention. To schedule an appointment or to learn more about Nebraska Orthopedic Center and their family of 25 physicians, go online to nebraskaortho.com. That's nebraskaortho.com. Nebraska Orthopedic Center is your healing destination.
15-point lead for the Pender Pendragons. North Bend Central with the basketball. Sterup drives down, kicks it out, gets Schmidt, nearly traveled. Tigers trying to find a way to chip away at this lead.
That matchup zone is so difficult to penetrate into the lane against it, and Pender is so active.
Good spin move. Sterup no good off the glass. Offensive board. Back up with the left hand, and Reese Peterson's great night continues. She's got 12 points.
Now, Peterson has been a workhorse on those boards underneath against that Pender front line.
Head fake, open lane, and a lay-in for Myra Hansen.
It just feels like when you do something good against Pender, the next thing you know, they're scoring on you.
Low post drive, and that will send Lauren Sterup to the free throw line. She's only got 2 points today. Again, we talked about how she came in averaging nearly 20 points per game.
Yeah, and that's her game, is that ability to dribble the ball into the paint and create in that low block area, get to the free throw line. That time she gets to the free throw line, misses the first free throw, however. But Pender's done an excellent job in that. It's just kind of a matchup zone that they run, and they get a lot of help on those drivers into the lane, and it's made it very difficult to find quality shots inside against that zone.
Second free throw is good as Dunker and Hunky into the game for NBC. Well, Pender just got up big in that first quarter. They led quickly 11-2, and since then it's been back and forth. Pender's just maintained that slight advantage. Sterup goes down, and a foul called against Mosser. Briley Mosser, I think, picks up her third.
Both these teams are pretty good rebounding teams.
That puts NBC in the bonus.
Yeah. And they're being more physical. I'm pretty sure that was a conversation at halftime. They got out-rebounded. The Tigers did by 10 in the first half. They've out-rebounded Pender by 4 in the second half.
Trying to cash in on more opportunities. With 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in the third quarter, this is an opportunity for the Tigers to scratch back.
Yeah, this team's not going anywhere. NBC, this is an excellent team and one of the best coaches in the state. So Pender knows they've got to continue to play and play well to put the Tigers away.
Macy Dolliver bounce pass to the outside for Hansen. Madeline drives, and there's a foul, shooting foul. Madeline Dolliver to the free throw line.
That's going to be on Dunker. That's quite a name for a basketball player, Dunker.
Betsy Dunker.
That wouldn't have been a very good name for me. More like layupper or airballer.
I was going to say missed layupper. I think that suits you pretty well, Lou. Free throw is good for Madeline Dolliver. One of the seniors on this roster, and of course, Jason Dolliver did mention one of the strengths this year is the senior leadership. They've got so much experience. They're all so talented, playing so hard, and their effort is something you either have or you don't, and they've got it. We've seen that today.
It's tough to teach that, the relentlessness that this team plays with. That's the expectation at Pender under Coach Dolliver. And but it's difficult to teach. That's something that you just kind of have.
Inbounds play from Hunky, kicks out Sterup. She'll try a three and finally gets one to go. Lauren Sterup gets her first three-pointer today.
Yeah, you don't want to back off of Sterup. Saw it there. He gave her a little bit too much room.
If she can find that shot for the rest of the game, NBC will have a chance to just chip away. Tough shot off the glass, no good. And an offensive rebound. Walsh should have been secured. Ends up in an open three, and Hansen takes advantage.
How many times have we seen that tonight with Pender? Seems like every time they get an offensive rebound, they score on their next shot.
Low post, stirrup, kick out, finds an open shooter. It's BB, no good. Walsh with the board.
And that was great help in the middle of that paint by Walsh when Stirrup turned inside. She was met by Walsh, who walled off that middle of that lane.
14-point lead for the Pendragons. Walsh, good feed underneath, and the lay-in for Myra Hansen. She's having a very good game, 12 points. Almost a quiet 12 points from Hansen.
Pick and roll, Hansen rolls off of that, and great pass by Walsh for an easy bucket.
8 seconds. Stirrup looking for a screen. Down to 4. Turnaround, she'll take the shot. It is no good. Nearly rolled in, but just off the mark. And after 3 quarters, it is a 16-point Pender Pendragon lead. They lead North Bend Central 53-37 with 8 minutes to go. Stay with us for quarter number 4. Coming up next, it's News Channel Nebraska.
From the heart of Nebraska to across the state, RMV Construction is building more than just structures. We're building trust. RMV Construction has grown from humble beginnings to become a trusted name across central Nebraska and beyond. With unmatched craftsmanship, cutting-edge innovation, and an unwavering commitment to customer satisfaction, we deliver projects on time, on budget, and above expectations. Trusted, local, proven. RMV Construction in Kearney and Lincoln. Let's build your vision together. NCN Sports is brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of pain, not just the symptoms. Schaefer's, we're more than just TVs and appliances. And by Claybaugh Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown pharmacy.
It's a 16-point Pendragon lead over the Tigers of North Bend Central. Thanks for joining us on News Channel Nebraska tonight. After this one finishes, we'll have North Bend Central hosting Columbus Lakeview. It's a bit of an interesting duo.
Unusual. I've been doing this here in Norfolk through NCN and radio as well for 15 years. I've not seen that.
Unless it's been like a tournament or something.
Right.
Lawrence Stirrup gets the shot to go.
That's Stirrup getting hot right now for NBC, and only down. I mean, it's 14. That's not only down 14, but you're within striking range.
Another good drive, just short. Macy Dolliver can't quite finish. Well, it's a 14-point lead, but it doesn't feel like 14 points. It feels more like a 6-point game.
Yeah, you know the Tigers are capable of erasing that quickly.
Three-pointer hesitation, but then firing away, no good from Carnatz, and the rebound back to Walsh.
That was rebound number 9 for Walsh, so she is officially on double-double watch.
16 and 9 right now for Walsh. And this pass thrown away. Can North Bend Central take advantage?
That's Pender's first turnover in the second half.
That's incredible.
Yeah. 5 for the ball game.
Carnatz. Low post kick finds Rangeloff. And what a play defensively by Myra Hansen. She's been that hard worker, making some big plays happen. Not only on the scoreboard, but look at that.
It's great hands there in anticipation. You know there's going to be a handoff to Stirrup. Just get your hand on that basketball and try to get that tie-up. She does it very well there and gives the ball back to the Pendragon.
Madeline Dolliver hasn't scored in the second half yet. From the floor, she's got a pair of free throws. And 2 shots now for Hansen.
Myra Hansen has played well tonight for Pender. You know, we're talking about North Bend's schedule, right? They are 4-1. Their only loss was to Malcolm, who, by the way, has a very similar names on their roster. There's Hallie and Peyton Dolliver on that Malcolm team. Look out for Malcolm. That's going to be a really tough team to beat this year.
Well, last year they had some injury issues, which was one of the reasons why we were all expecting them to get back down to Lincoln because they're almost always down there. That Dolliver name is big in Malcolm as well. Of course, originated from Stanton, Nebraska.
Yeah, there you go.
Won a state championship in the 90s as a shot here and a foul for the Mustangs. Dolliver brothers. Fourth quarter brought to you by John Henry's. Our family serving yours. 55-39. Free throw is good. Lauren Sturb gets it to go.
This North Bend Central team will be a very tough out this season in Class C1. I like the way they play. They play with intensity. You've got a player like Syrup here who started slowly, but she's playing very well here down the stretch and trying to keep her team within striking distance.
Yeah, 10 of her 12 points have come from the second half. Still a 14-point lead. Pender basketball. Walsh to Dolliver. Low post and taken away through the hands of Mosser. Ends up in the hands of Karnatz. Good ball movement, low post, and a lay-in for Wiener.
A great pass by Peterson to the cutting Wiener there, who ran the floor well. Getting lay-in, only down 12 here. A lot of time left.
It's a big spot for your first bucket. Mackenzie Wiener. Off the screen, here comes Hansen. Walsh continuing to roll. Pender setting up this offense beautifully. Kicks up. Hansen floats, and it's in. Myra Hansen, 14 points today.
Now, Myra Hansen, 14 and 7. She's had a great game.
This sophomore is someone to keep your eye on for the next few years, along with this season. And a rebound goes to Briley Mosser. Nearly taken away, too. You mentioned schedules. Oh, we'll go to North Bend Central. Lou, you mentioned schedules. Let's look at Pender's schedule. Stanton, Bancroft, Rosalie. They'll play in that Wayne Holiday tournament that we have on Wednesday. That is the right date. Why not Lions Decatur in Millard North? Wow. Pender playing
That's
Millard North.
Kearney, I believe, the Kearney showcase.
And that showcase Pender likes to play in. Such a talented roster. If this C2 team can go up against a Class A team, and I mean, they played with them before.
Yeah, and that's just, I mean, you like that. They're going to challenge themselves, play against a Class A team that's probably going to be bigger than them, but that just helps you down the road. The better teams you play, the better you get. And Peterson knocks down that first free throw.
I think those are the games that you get up for. Because you say, hey, we can do something unheard of and topple a giant.
It'll be kind of like the Hoosiers, right? The Hickory Huskers.
That's right.
Playing South Bend Central or whatever the high school was that they played.
You were probably on that team.
I already graduated by that point.
You know what year that was?
52, I believe.
57-45. Pender with a 12-point lead. Gets it to Hadley Walsh. Almost. It is taken away. Heads up play by Karnatz, and then stolen again off of Pender. It stays with the Tigers. NBC got away and just gets possession back. What an effort by Dolliver.
Just off her fingers there.
Three-pointer stir up. It is no good. And Walsh with the rebound, and she's got a double-double. Walsh drives. Good pass. Wide open three. Buried. Giselle Holloway for three. As Pender takes a 15-point lead. 3:50 to go in the ball game. And a timeout on the floor. We'll take one, too. 60-45. Pendragons ahead of the Tigers.
On your way to the big game or heading home after the win, Speedy Mart is the ultimate team stop.
Stay alive, stay alive at Speedy Mart.
Icy cold drinks? Check. Tasty snacks? Double check. Fast fuel and room for the whole crew? You know it.
Be aggressive! And make sure to go to Speedy Mart after the game.
Perfect drive and a pass from Walsh to a wide open Holloway for three. Hadley Walsh is your do-it-all player. She has been a crucial piece of this Pender team the last 3 seasons. She's trying to go out a state champion in all 4 of her high school careers. In all of these seniors' careers, their record, Lou, and how many wins they've got? They are a phenomenal 87-6 in the last 3 seasons, including the 4 games of this year. 87-6.
Had a couple losses last year, but they were obviously the state champ, so
back-to-back-to-back state champs and searching for their 4th straight. We'll stick around for our post-game show brought to you by our friends at Custom Sports. 3.5 minutes to go. It is a 15-point Pendragon lead. We have an offensive foul, a screen, a legal screen called against, that is Macy Dolliver.
I mentioned that Pender only had 1 turnover. They've had a few lately. That's number 9 for the ball game. Still very good.
This is right at about their average.
That's exactly what North Bend Central has too. So 9. Both teams doing a pretty good job overall taking care of the basketball.
Pender's just done a great job capitalizing on some of their opportunities. Their passing is just so good. They can find the open player. They can beat you really anywhere. The perimeter, down low, they have a great dribble drive. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Good pass, tough, and a whistle. A lot of contact. And back to the free throw line goes Reese Peterson. She's making another trip there. She's 5 of 6 from the charity stripe tonight.
Good look by Schmidt to get her the basketball. Peterson, that's a tough catch. Had a defender draped all over her. We're able to catch the basketball and get it up. Saw the foul and now knocks down the first free throw. We'll see if NBC throws some full court pressure at Pender. That's a lot of times when you do that against Pender, that's to your own peril. But down 14 here, going to have to try to turn them over and get some quick buckets.
Reese Peterson up to 15 points. And make it 16 with yet another free throw. Stick around as well for our player of the game, brought to you by Nebraska Orthopedic Center, your healing destination, and Heritage at Fountain Point. 13-point Pender lead. Time is dwindling for NBC. Floater, Walsh off the glass, no good. Gets her on board, back up, and a whistle, and 1. Hadley Walsh, 18 points, and another rebound. She got the team high in both categories.
It doesn't work for everybody, but if you're Hadley Walsh, you can take one of those shots knowing you're going to miss it and trail that shot, get the rebound, and put it back up and in. That's an excellent play. Chance for a three-point play, and that's likely a dagger here to NBC's comeback bid.
2:32 left in this contest. Free throw, Walsh, it's short, and a good rebound by Beebe. 18 points for Walsh. Team high, but Myra Hansen's right behind her with 16. Peterson kicks to Beebe. Peterson, and then nearly had it taken away. Good defense, gets a good find underneath, and the shot no good by Dunker. Had a great look off a really tough pass. Also, make sure to stay tuned for tonight's top plays, brought to you by Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust. There is a difference. Final 2 minutes of the game and a 15-point lead for the Pendragons. Ball tipped away, and Peterson gets the steal. Reese Peterson has been outstanding today for North Bend Central. Three-pointer on the way. That's Carnatz off back iron. Offensive board. Schmidt and a trailing foul. That's on Hadley Walsh.
I think the style that NBC plays will serve them well. Still a physical team. That free throw short, but try to hit the second one and see if you can set up some pressure.
Overall, been a really good free throw shooting day. This is both at this opportunity, but Schmidt had nailed her first 4 attempts from the line. Dolliver kicks out far side. Finds Hansen. 16 points today for the sophomore. Madeline Dolliver, great roll. Fantastic pick and roll. Briley Mosser. She's got 4 points in the final minute of the game.
They've run that play very well at times today. Good passing team are the Pendragons.
Good, tough step through. It's Peterson again.
Wow, she is a good finisher.
18 points for Peterson, averaging 7.5 on the season. Look for Reese Peterson to play a bigger impact down low. So the Pendragons will move to 5-0 on the year and keep this win streak over the Tigers alive. They've won the last 4, and it'll make it 5 in a row for Pender over North Bend Central. An impressive feat to do with 2 high-quality teams. Inside, ball is nearly taken away. Beebe goes up and is fouled. Shot on the floor. What have you liked today from each side, Lou?
Well, I like, again, as I mentioned with NBC, I just like their physical style of play, and I think they're going to get better and better as the season goes on. And their ability to get the ball in the paint, no, it was tough against Pender's defense, but in the second half they've drawn a lot of fouls. They got to the free throw line and shot pretty well from the free throw line. And for Pender, I don't know, I mean, where's the weakness? You know, I mean, they do everything well.
Jason Dolliver could tell you.
Yeah, I'm sure, Coach. Maybe we'll ask Coach in the postgame. But, yeah, this team does everything well. They run the floor well. They play great defense. They pass the ball well. They've got good leadership, good shooting team. It'd be very difficult in Class C2 this year to dethrone the Pender Pendragons.
So Mosser fouls out. Lauren Stirrup also fouled out too. So now the final 7 seconds, Pender will dribble it out, and they move to 5-0 on the year. 5 straight wins over the Tigers for the Pendragons. It's Pender 64, NBC 51. Stay tuned on News Channel Nebraska. We will get you to our post-game interviews with head coach Jason Dolliver of the Pendragons and our player of the game, not to mention today's top plays. That's coming up next right here on News Channel Nebraska.
In our community, we work hard and stay on the move. But when foot or ankle pain stops you in your tracks, it's time for expert care you can count on. At Faith Regional Foot and Ankle, our team includes 4 dedicated providers who provide care for all ages. Because healthy feet and ankles are essential at every stage of life. From everyday issues like bunions or heel pain to the most complex conditions, including total ankle replacements and Charcot-neuroarthropathy, we provide advanced treatments and compassionate care. Our experts are here to help you heal, regain strength, and get back to doing what you love, one confident step at a time. Don't tiptoe around foot health. Step forward with Faith Regional Foot and Ankle.
Hi, this is Rick Heyman, president of Sartor Heyman Jewelers, welcoming you to Sartor Heyman. 120 years, 4 generations of excellence. We've helped thousands of Nebraska families over the last 120 years to make their dreams come true. Thank you so much for your business over all these years, and we welcome you this year to our 120th anniversary. When only the best will do, Sartor Heyman Jewelers. And happy holidays from our family to yours.
At TC Amish Home, we want to help you live better, longer, with a complete selection of health-focused power chairs from Ultra Comfort. Ultra Comfort features zero-gravity positioning, giving you that weightless feeling and increasing your circulation. Elevate your feet, release tension, reduce swelling, and maximize blood flow. They are fully programmable to your customized settings. With the softest, easy-to-clean fabrics, the entire family is able to enjoy the benefits of your new Ultra Comfort power chair. Live better, longer with Ultra Comfort at TC Amish Home in Norfolk.
Final score in our first game tonight, it is Pender 64 and the North Bend Central Tigers 51. As we are wrapping things up, we'll get you to our top plays right before we talk to head coach Jason Dolliver and our player of the game for the Pendragons. So let's take a look at our top plays, brought to you by Elkhorn Valley Bank of Trust. There is a difference. A look at all of the banners that North Bend Central has acquired over the years. A program with 6 state championships, including 4 from 2020 to 2023. And on the other end, you have a Pender basketball team who's won 3 straight titles in search of their 4th straight. And right now, a 15-7 lead. How about the play by Macy Dolliver? 5'5" freshman, looking like her sister Maya, gets a big steal and a bucket. Had 6 points in the first half. As we head to quarter number 2, it's a 10-point Pender lead. Great backdoor cut, finding Madeline Dolliver with the bucket. 7 points in the first half for Dolliver. And how about this pass out and off an offensive rebound for 3? Allie Rutar with the bucket. Now, North Bend Central trailing by 11, but Reese Peterson has had one heck of a game, averaging 7.5 points. She had 8 at the end of the first half. Moving to quarter number 3, a 33-22 lead for Pender at the break. Offensive board off the miss. It's a good lay-in. Put back by Myra Hansen, had 16 points tonight. Then this drive, Hadley Walsh gets it to go and one. Hadley Walsh heading to the next level to play college basketball, and you can see why. An incredible effort getting her own rebound here. And how about this kick-out pass? Myra Hansen connects on her second three-pointer of the day as the Pendragons increase the lead. North Bend Central right at the heel of Pender, not able to come from behind and get the win. Spectacular day. Hadley Walsh, 18 points, 12 rebounds. And you just saw how dominant they've been today. A 64-51 win for the Pender Pendragons over the North Bend Central Tigers. Make sure to stay tuned because we got a couple things for you coming up next. We'll have our player of the game interview. We'll have our head coach interview with Jason Dolliver. And then we'll get a really fun matchup between North Bend Central and Columbus Lakeview in our boys game. That is coming up next right here on News Channel Nebraska.
With 2 board-certified physicians, Dr. Charles Harper and Dr. Alan Spanel offers a high level of expertise in internal medicine. If you're over age 18 and ready to find a trusted physician who will be with you throughout your years, Dr. Harper and Dr. Spanel are ready to provide you with the medical care you need. Whether you are healthy or have several medical conditions, as internal medicine physicians, they provide the care you need. Yankton Medical Clinic, Norfolk location offers so much care so close to home.
Well, the question I am often asked in this business is, what is a Pendragon? Well, the best answer I can come up with is the one that was answered about 3 years ago, and that's a championship-level basketball team. They get a big win tonight here on the road against NBC, 64-51, joined by Jason Dolliver, head coach. And, you know, Coach, this is a good win. That's a good basketball team you just beat. What'd you like about your team's performance tonight?
Yeah, it was a really good win. North Bend, four-time state champion, not that long ago. Very well coached. A lot of good players on that team. They play phenomenal defense. I guess that'd probably be the best right there. We scored 64 points on a team that they're known for their defense, and we figured out how to work together a lot of the time and get good looks, and we knocked them down.
Was a lot of that just the ability to maybe give up a good shot for a great shot? You guys pass the ball well.
Absolutely. That's the key. Make sure we get the best look that we can get every time down the court. Our girls have bought into that for quite some time now, and when we do that, we score a lot of points, and we're tough to stop.
Well, defensively, that matchup type zone that you guys play really kept them out of the lane. I know Lauren Stirrup likes to drive, likes to get inside. She had a tough time getting a lot of shots probably till later in the ball game. What were you working on, or was that kind of the game plan, was to keep them on the perimeter?
Yeah, so Lauren is a phenomenal player. She can score from all three levels, and what our plan of attack was is make sure that whatever points she gets, she's going to have to work hard to get them. It's going to take 5 of us to slow her down, so let's make sure all 5 know where she's at, and then make the other girls score and do things, and they did a great job. Her supporting cast stepped up tonight, and they gave us a run for our money.
We've got some really good seniors, but let's talk about a sophomore for a minute. I thought Myra Hansen played really well tonight. She was coming up on a double-double. What did you like about her performance?
Myra's rock solid. She can do it all on the offensive side. On the defensive side, we gave her the toughest assignment. She was guarding Stirrup tonight, and she did such a good job. Probably what I like about her best is her length combined with her skill level. You don't see a 5'11", 6-foot girl who can handle the ball and shoot it like she can very often, and she's a special player.
Speaking of tall girls that can shoot, how about Hadley Walsh? She did have a double-double, I believe. I had her for 16 and 12. She can beat you in so many ways, off the dribble, inside, outside. How special is she?
Hadley is a coach's dream and a coach's nightmare if you're coaching against her. She does it all. She shoots it from all 3 levels, distributes the ball, rebounds. Funny story, Monday morning I walk in and she goes, "Coach, I didn't rebound very well on Friday night." And since she's had 13 and 12 rebounds apparently in the next 2 games. So great kid. I love coaching her.
We've got 3 straight state championships, Coach. Is your team playing at that level that you want them at here in December?
I think we're taking the right steps that lead us down that path. We've got a lot of steps to take. I think we have the team to get to Lincoln and do some damage. There's some good fortune that you have to have in order to make that happen. And, kids got to keep learning and growing and playing our best ball at the end. We're playing good right now, but we got to keep getting better.
Well, great win tonight, Coach. Thanks so much for joining us. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you. Appreciate it a lot.
All right, that's Jason Dolliver. Let's get Hadley Walsh to step on in here. So, Hadley, it sounded like you didn't have a very good rebounding night the other night, but you've kind of taken upon yourself. I had you for 12 boards tonight. Is that just something that you kind of put upon yourself to be one of those players that get a lot of rebounds?
Well, our coaches really get us started with that. Every game before in the locker room, we have 3 things that we really focus on, and rebounding is one of them. So I knew in that one game, I was like, oh, dang. But when we rebound, our team does so well. So I just think going and getting the ball so that we can score is just an easy thing that works for us.
Well, it seems like tonight when you guys got offensive rebounds, it always led to points. Is that something you're looking at, is not only to crash the glass, but to give yourself those second chance point opportunities?
Yeah, those second chance opportunities are really big. You can always find someone off of that because everybody crashes the board, so there's always somebody open. So just doing that in games makes it so simple to get points, and yeah, it's something we do really focus on.
Well, I know it's December. We always talk about state with you guys, especially because you've won 3 straight state championships. Is there any pressure for you seniors, for Madeline and Allie and yourself, to make it a 4-peat this year?
I think a little bit of pressure, but
assists there to North Bend Central boys team. That was something you did well tonight too, is those extra passes, finding, being unselfish. Is that kind of the hallmark of this team, is just being unselfish and kind of getting everybody involved?
Oh, for sure. Our slogan is one more. We're always looking for that one more pass, so it's just something we really put a lot of emphasis on. If someone's open, get them the ball so it can go through the rim.
Well, fantastic. Hadley, great game tonight. 16 points, 12 rebounds. You're player of the game. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, that's Hadley Walsh, our player of the game. Kaylin, back to you.
Well, thank you, Lou, and a great job by Hadley Walsh tonight. Tremendous performance. We'll have some more fun basketball coming up next. It is North Bend Central and Columbus Lakeview in the boys' game. Stay tuned because that will be on your television in just a moment. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
So this